Hello everyone, good evening. Welcome to this session. I am Anish Gupta, the founder of National Law Training Institute, and I'm in my final year at the National Law School Bangalore. So, as you all know, recently the CNLU entrance exam was conducted for the 3-year LLB course. People who are still unaware, so CNLU has come up with its own 3-year LLB course after the recent Bar Council of India approval. What was more shocking and surprising, and to a lot of people's benefit, was that the batch started this year itself, while most of us were expecting the batch to start from academic year 26-27. CNLU surprised us all by starting the batch in 25-26 itself. So today we have a very special guest amongst us. We have Swastik Roy, who got an All India rank of 5 in the recently conducted CNLU entrance exam 2025. Why Swastik is here? It's because the exam is comparatively new. People do not know what the cutoff was, what the paper pattern was, and how one should actually prepare for this exam, considering that it is very recent and nobody actually has a lot of idea about how the exam will proceed. So over to you, Swastik. First, tell us a bit about yourself. Where do you come from? What is your educational background? And why did you decide to pursue law and give this exam?
As you mentioned, sir, my name is Swastik Kumar Roy. I am from Patna, Bihar, and I have completed all my education from Bihar itself. So,
Okay.
initially from childhood, my dream was not to pursue anything regarding to law. But as I grew up, my interest gradually developed in this field. So I just
Mhm.
wanted to join a good college for that legal aptitude and legal knowledge. So
Right.
I just was randomly scrolling through the best colleges for LLB in Patna. So I just came
Mhm.
through one of the videos of NLTI where Raghav sir was mentioning about that Chanakya has recently started the 3 years LLB course. So I was
Right.
really because my mother is also an advocate in Patna High Court. So I was very interested that being a part of the first batch of 3 years LLB at Chanakya would be a very good privilege.
Mhm.
So that was the motivation behind me giving the examinations.
Right.
So that was it, sir.
Swastik, can you tell us a bit about your educational background? किस फील्ड में आपने अपनी ग्रेजुएशन की है?
I have completed my graduation from BA History Honors
Okay.
from Patliputra University, Patna itself.
Okay. So Swastik, as you mentioned, Raghav sir की आपने video देखी थी that the CNLU course has been launched. But the time between that video when CNLU announced that the course is starting and the actual paper was very less. So how did you calm yourself कि panic नहीं करना है, even though the time is less and maybe you haven't studied all of this that is being asked. I still want to study. I still want to give my best shot. So what was your thought process in those 10, 15, 20 days of preparation?
So actually, this being the first time and such a short duration was given to us for preparation and
Yeah.
for everything, filling the application, filling the every details. The time was very comparatively short regarding to other
Hmm.
universities. So first of all, the first thing that I did was mentally preparing myself that you have to do
Right.
either you will succeed or you will fail. It doesn't matter. You have to give your best. So that was the motivation. The time
Hmm.
was really very less. Nothing could have been done in that short span of time, other
Yeah.
than holding your nerves. That was it, sir.
So, Swastik, were you expecting this rank? Were you expecting getting into the college, leave alone a rank of 5? And when you saw that you have got All India rank 5, what was your reaction then?
I was not really expecting this kind of rank because that paper was really, really tough. The first time I saw the
I
paper,
know.
I was like, is this paper an entrance test of a university or is it something related to UPSC or CLAT? So that was the
Mm-hmm.
first reaction. But I knew that
Yeah.
I have done well. I had done well in certain sections, although logical reasoning was not a strength of mine. But yet,
Mhm.
somehow, handling that exam pressure at the real time was something that helped me and was very happy along with my family. I was very happy.
Right. So, Swastik, for all the people who are watching this video and preparing for CNLU Entrance Test 2026, so एक बार can you run us through your strategy for all three subjects like logical, GK, and English?
First of all, sir, the basic thing I would recommend is reading newspapers. First of all, that is the basic thing
Mm.
that you should be having. That will help you in two manners. First, it will help you. It will make you a practice of reading passages. That will help you in the
Mm.
English section. Then it will also help you in the GS section because most of the questions were
Right.
related to current affairs as well. And then, if you also want some help, then you can take help from NLTI for that,
Mm.
especially that Falcon batch. That batch is covering almost every section of the question paper. So that is very
Right.
helpful. And as I said, the newspaper is the basic thing. You cannot ignore newspaper. Even if you have no time for direct studies, you have to read newspaper at least half an hour or 1 hour a day. That will help you in several ways. That was the basic strategy, sir. And as we
Right.
can see that the paper will definitely move towards CLAT and UPSC, as they have
Yeah.
straight away mentioned in their syllabus that the GS part of the paper will be
Mm-hmm.
specifically related to UPSC. So
Yeah.
you have to prepare accordingly, sir.
Yeah, so even in the analysis video that we released, we had mentioned that the paper was a mix of CLAT and UPSC. And
Yes,
what we
definitely.
are thinking is why they have introduced this specifically UPSC relevant GS section is they want to encourage the 3 year LLB batch to move more into UPSC side. So people who are already attempting or preparing for UPSC will now take up the 3 year LLB course, and similarly they will continue preparing for 3 years, and after they graduate they will take up UPSC. So I think CNLU's motivation behind launching the course is to produce more
Yes.
civil servants from this batch. So Swastik, as you mentioned, you followed the Falcon batch that we run free of cost on
Yes.
YouTube. How do you think NLTI contributed to in your prep, and do you think you would have gotten the same rank as you did without NLTI's help?
The last moment revision that I did was that contribution was straight away of Falcon batch only. I could not have relied in such a short span for any other sources. Keeping your sources limited, NLTI covers almost everything, every aspect of the paper, every aspect of the syllabus. So keeping your sources limited, it is a one-stop solution NLTI provides you. So you should only rely on NLTI and newspaper. Basically, if you have less amount of time, otherwise you are studying the whole year. If you have
Yeah.
studied really good, then it will help. Otherwise, in such a short duration, you have to rely on limited resources.
Yeah. So Swastik, based on the conversation that we had in the very initial phase of the result, you also told me that you were preparing for other government entrance examinations. So do you think your preparation base that was set in the preparing for those exams also helped you in the CNLU paper?
Yes, sir. As I said, if you are preparing thoroughly throughout the year, then it will definitely help you in any of the examinations. You won't fear. You will have that habit of solving questions, solving mocks. You will have that habit. So you will not feel something that oh, such a hard question, I can't do it. That demotivation won't come in the real time exam hall. So you have to be in preparation throughout the year if you are preparing for some services as well. Otherwise, if you are only preparing for judicial services or something related to the judicial preparation, then it is also a kind of
Yeah.
strength for you. But this time it was very short duration, so this is an
Yeah.
exceptional case.
So, Swastik, a lot of people also reached out regarding potential cutoff. So, after I saw your scorecard, so around at a score of 60, you got an all India rank of 5. So, what do you think would the cutoff be? Like, I know there are very limited seats for the general category, around 30-35 seats only. So, what we are predicting is the cutoff should be around 55, 53, 54. What are your thoughts on this?
First of all, I was not expecting the cutoff to be such low because it was
Hmm.
very low. 59.5, I'm getting AIR 5. It's not something which is expected from an NLU. So,
Yeah.
but that also shows the level of toughness that the paper was.
Hmm.
So, it
Hmm.
was very
Hmm. Hmm.
hard. But yes, as you said, the cutoff for including the general category should have been bit more to the lower side because the paper was really tough. And for
Okay.
an it was not made for a university entrance test, I guess. It was something
I think
directly for
Swastik. So
UPSC or
the
NIT.
reason why cutoff was so less is two for two. I think there are two reasons. So firstly, the time given for preparation was very limited. Like
Hmm.
the time between now the releasing the notification that paper is being held and the date on which paper actually was held, that was very limited. And secondly, there was only one center in India, that is CNLU Patna. So that
Hmm.
also led a lot of people outside Patna, Bihar, to not appear for the exam. That is why I think the cutoff was very limited or low this year. But if CNLU wishes to expand the exam next year and actually wants to make it a national exam, I'm expecting that a lot of new centers will be added. And next year, anyways, the process will be more streamlined. The paper announcement will be made sooner, and the paper will also be held at a suitable time and date. So I think this year the cutoff was around 50 to 53, but next year again, even though the level of toughness might remain same, the cutoff will increase because a lot of more people will appear for the exam. This year, the awareness was also very less, right?
Yes, sir. That duration was very less for anyone to know about that examinations. So that
Right.
was the main reason.
Yeah. So Swastik, any final tips for CNLU entrance test aspirants 2026? What is one thing that they should definitely do?
Focus on newspaper, because without reading the passages and without knowing the general knowledge about your country and the current affairs, you cannot solve any paper. So focus on
Mm-hmm.
newspapers, be thorough with the passage reading content, and although if even if you are not good in logical reasoning or any other section, you must at least
Yeah.
compensate with English passage or GS. You have to compensate for your weaknesses.
So which newspaper did you refer to? A lot of people
The
suggest
Hindu,
the
sir.
Hindu, the Indian Express.
The Hindu,
Okay.
sir.
So we also
Definitely, the
refer.
Hindu is the one-stop solution. Yes, sir.
Right. Okay. So that's it from this interview, Swastik. Thank you so much for agreeing to this and coming live and sharing your strategy. I'm sure you will inspire a lot of new people to appear for CNLU exam 2026. And this was very helpful and enlightening. And congratulations to you on getting this rank and all the best for your graduation.
Thank you very much, sir. It was an honor to
Thank you,
share my
Swastik.
experiences. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much.